Welcome to High Performance Unlocked. As a high performer, you know that your personal development is the defining factor of your success and the quality of your life. In each episode, international performance coach Ben Elliott will unpack proven, practical, and bulletproof strategies that he has been using to help unlock the success, the performance, and the mindsets of business owners and leaders from around the globe. So if you're ready to go to the next level, then stay tuned. If you want to get there faster, then visit highperformanceunlocked.com. Now, here's Ben Elliott.
Welcome to the podcast today. Super important one, and let's just dive straight into it. So with high performers, there are usually three things from a big picture perspective that high performers will put all their energy into. So they'll either put all their energy into being successful, all their energy into being impactful, helping and serving people, or they'll put all their energy in just personal fulfillment. So being happy and enjoying life. So all of those are good things, right? What we find though, what I've found over 14 years is because of the pressure, because of the stress and the sheer amount of work that needs to be done, most high performers put all their energy and only really plan their weeks just to hit one of these three things. So they're either trying to put all their energy, all their planning into just being successful, hitting their goals, their targets, moving forward, or just serving people, being helpful to people, serving people, or all their energy and planning and all their focus in their mind is all revolving around how can I be fulfilled this week, be happy and enjoy life and so on and so forth, right? So it's actually a major detriment that we're going to talk about. And the detriment is simply only focusing and planning for one of these three things. It doesn't sound like a challenge. It doesn't sound like a problem, but it is a major stumbling block that can really destroy a lot of good things happening in life. So again, success, impact, and fulfillment. You can't afford to only focus on one of these things. So if you're a high performer who's only success focused, you're not really too concerned about impact or fulfillment. Yes, you might say that you want those things and you care about them, but in reality, everything that you plan for and everything you put your energy into is hitting targets, hitting KPIs, and moving things forward, right? So when you plan your week, everything's about what tasks can I get done, what meetings do I got to have, what things do I have to do to move the needle and push things forward. And you're putting all your energy basically into success. You're not really putting the same planning into the impact you're having or into your fulfillment. All your energy is basically into just the success game, okay? Now, even when you're not working, even when you're not being productive, your brain is still using up that mental energy to think about success, think about goals, think about the business, and you're always kind of plugged in and your whole mindset is around success. Now, you can survive a very long time only being success focused. And in fact, I know so many high performers and they get to that place where they've been at it for a long time and then they have the money, they have the reputation, they have the houses, the cars, the cool watches, all the good stuff, right? But if they haven't been focusing on the impact they're having, how they're benefiting others, fulfillment has kind of been like, yeah, I'll get to that eventually. You kind of will eventually get to this place of, is that it? If you're only focused on success, not the other two, you'll kind of develop this happy when mindset. So I'll be happy once I've done this. I'll relax after this project or after this deal gets over the line. I'll celebrate once I'm at that level of success. Then I'll really enjoy things. Then I'll be really happy, right? I've had many clients before, and this is, for some of you, this will sound like a shock, right? And for others of you who are at this level, you'll really relate to this. It's like, oh, when I've got $3 million, I'll never have to worry again. And then you get to $6 million, and it turns out you're more stressed than you've ever been before, right? So you get to this place where your whole life becomes, is this it? I achieved the goal, and is this it? All that effort, all that pressure, all that stress, all that work, and then is this it? I've hit the goal. And then the challenge here is you kind of have that mindset then of what's the point? All the effort, all the pressure, all the success, and then it kind of feels like a letdown or anticlimactic once you've achieved that major goal that you've been pushing forward to for years and years and years. So this is actually super common, and you'd be shocked if you're hearing this for the first time, but this is super common. And if you're this type of person where everything is revolving around success, it's all you plan for, it's all you put your energy into, you won't believe that this could ever happen to you, right? But it's super common and it's a major pitfall. You want it bad, which isn't bad in itself, but you think that once you have that goal, all your stresses and all your problems will go away, and you really think that success is the ultimate fix. So I'm saying here, there is nothing wrong with success. I want you to have major success. I want you to crush your goals. I want you to achieve your vision, and I want it to be bigger than you could possibly imagine. There's nothing wrong with success. The point is what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to save you from this place of, is this all there is to it? This is where the 30% of people can start to come to me. Hey, I've achieved all these goals. I have all the cool stuff, but I'm not happy. I'm miserable. I thought once I had the 3 million, then all of a sudden all these problems would go away. And now I've got more problems, more stresses, and they're ready to self-sabotage, get rid of their business, step away from their role, because what's the point? All that effort, and now I'm just miserable, unhappy. My family doesn't get along with me. All those types of things can come because their mindset has only ever revolved around success. They haven't put enough planning and effort and energy into the other two. So success is not bad, but what we want to do is we also must plan and put energy into impact and fulfillment at the same time. If you can do this, that's where your success is going to bring you energy and joy, and that fulfillment is also going to be there. So right now, for you success-minded people, I love it. I want you guys to be successful, but right now, this is not exciting you at all. You're just thinking, no, I hear that and I get it and it makes sense, but focusing on impact and focusing on fulfillment, even though you know it's a good thing, you're probably not excited by this, right? And I get that, but you've either got to learn this lesson right now, or you're going to be one of those 30% who call me up in a few years because you're in a real major mess in your headspace and in certain things in your personal life or your business life. So let's just learn this lesson now, and I'm going to give you some amazing benefits that's going to happen when you integrate all three. So first off, the first point I want to make, the success-minded person, it's a good thing, but we got to have the other two. So that's the first one. If we move on to now those people who are really only impact focused, all their planning, all their energy goes into serving people, benefiting people, and helping others. And even though, yes, they care about success, yes, they care about fulfillment, their main energy, their main planning, and their main mindset is revolving around having a great impact and helping others. Love the heart, and it's fantastic. But again, if you're only focused on impact, there's going to be a problem. So you're serving a lot of people. You're always helping. You're always giving. It feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. There's so many people relying on you. You're a key person to so many goals and so many projects. And if you don't perform, if you don't deliver, things just aren't going to work out. On top of that, people are always coming to you for help, and they're always coming to you for advice. You're a really helpful person. You love to serve people. You love to benefit people. You love impacting people for the positive. But over time, some of the patterns that come up here, it becomes this thing of like, wow, everyone that I'm helping is getting further ahead than me. You help them and the success takes off. You give them the right piece of advice, the right technique, the right strategy, the right method, and then all of a sudden you see their success take off, and then you're confused why your success is stalling. Everyone else is getting ahead, but they don't give as much as you do. Real opportunity for a lot of self-sabotage here, and a lot of pain and a lot of frustration, because when this happens, you start to get sick of giving. You fall out of love with your business. You fall out of love with your role, because all of a sudden you're giving, but you don't feel like you're receiving enough back. People don't even seem to be thankful for everything that you do for them. And you feel ripped off because you don't feel like you're receiving nearly as much as you're giving out. And I know some people out there are going to really relate to this. So you can understand what the temptation is going to be when you get to this kind of place. Again, you might be a part of the 70%. Hey, I just want to maximize success, maximize my impact, maximize things, go to the next level. But you can understand that when you fall into this kind of mindset, and if you're only impact focused, it sounds strange because giving and helping people is a really good thing. It's a great heart to have. But this is a common pattern that I've seen. Everything's flowing, but then these frustrations occur, these negativities occur, and the opportunity for self-sabotage just pokes its head out, even pokes its head. We'll use that word. It pokes its head up. And then all of a sudden, a lot of things you can self-sabotage or they can fall apart because you get trapped in these negative mindsets. And if you're in this place, you also need to start focusing on your success. You probably need to say no more to people and projects, and you need to balance things out with some me time. If you're an impact-focused person, not focusing on the two, the me time will be a strange concept. You'll even feel guilty when you're trying to have some personal time for yourself or some time for your own core values. You'll be spending time with the kids and you'll be feeling guilty that you're not getting back to email. You'll be at the gym looking after your health or doing a workout or having some me time with some of your own hobbies. And you'll be feeling guilty that other people need things from you or want to spend time with you. And then you won't even enjoy your me time because you're so used to serving and giving, but also you're realizing that you don't have much left in the tank. So the key word here is you have to get good at that balance. You need to look after your own success because that's going to allow you to be energized to give to others as well. You can only give when you have something in the tank to give, right? So you need to focus on your success and balance that out while also still helping, still serving, but making sure that you're serving in a way that is making you fulfilled. Just because you're good at helping people doesn't mean you should be helping everybody. You should be helping in a way that also allows you to have your personal time for your family, time for your core values, time for you, and then there's a good balance there. Then your giving will not only help you with your success, but your giving is also going to stay in this place where it's really fulfilling for you. So again, what is the trap? The trap is being a high performer who only plans and puts their energy into being impactful, serving, and helping. Again, you're getting the message. We need all three to be a part of our weekly and daily lives. So, number 3, fulfillment. Surely, as long as you're fulfilled, you don't really need success or impact. This is a really interesting one. So, for most people, they'll focus on fulfillment when it seems like it's running out for them over a long period of time, right? They're not happy, they're becoming more and more miserable, and then something kind of snaps in their mind. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's now time just to focus on my fulfillment. So you just want to do what makes you happy. You don't even care about the cost. You've had enough. You don't care what the clients or the customers want. You don't care about what your teams want. You've had enough of the team. What's the point of putting all that effort in and going through all that stress? Just want to move to the countryside where there's no people, no pressure, no stresses. I can get away from everything and I can just relax and I can just enjoy my life. You can already hear the areas of life and business that are going to be self-sabotaged because of falling into this kind of mindset. But let's go into the challenges here with only being fulfillment focused. So if you're solely, and let me point that out again, if you're solely focused on your personal fulfillment, that's the attitude where as long as you're happy, as long as you're looked after, you have all that you need, that kind of mindset will actually breed a massive self-focus and eventually develop selfishness. Everything will revolve around you and how it makes you feel. That will actually really hinder your personal relationships, right? Selfish, self-focused people, their interpersonal relationships only deteriorate over time. Partner, friends, kids, colleagues, etc. When the mindset is everything's about me and how it makes me feel, all of a sudden it becomes a mindset of, oh, well, they're not making me happy. I'll just replace them. New partner. I'll just replace them. I'll hire new team members, or I'll just change jobs or change teams or move states or do whatever suits me, right? So this is a real trap. And the funny thing is that by being solely fulfillment focused, you'll actually become miserable over the long term and unfulfilled. But again, you won't notice that for years. but it's still a massive trap that I want you to avoid. So the second thing that can happen with just being fulfillment focus only, let's say the selfish thing, it doesn't hit you. All of a sudden you have all the time, all the energy, and you're living an easy life. For some of you who are highly strung, highly stressed, that sounds really, really appealing. Let me talk about the dangers here, because again, the solution isn't just focusing on fulfillment. You need to balance all three in your time, in your energy, in your planning to make all of them happen at the same time. So if you have that all the time in the world, all the energy, and you have an easy life, with high performers, guess what? You'll eventually feel bored. If you're a high performer, they're going to be great things you're good at, and you are wired to accomplish big things and do impactful things. It's how you're wired, right? So you'll eventually become bored of that lifestyle of being in that comfort zone, right? And then eventually in that comfort zone, you'll drift into this apathy type of mindset, and you'll kind of feel weaker, less resilient. You'll kind of go through the motions. Things that you used to really get happy from, like the holidays and the trips and the time with certain people. You've had all the time in the world with friends and family. Eventually, those things become less exciting, and then you kind of feel guilty that they're not really sparking you. And you're not, yes, you're thankful, but you're not really grateful for them the same way you were months ago or years ago, depending on how long you've been in that space. So if you ever get to this kind of place, and you're in that comfort zone, and you're noticing that apathy is stealing that zest for life and that spark, what you actually need is, again, balancing these three things out. You actually need some challenges in life. You need a new goal. That new goal is going to light you up, challenge you, and bring out the best in you. So if you start to also think about how you can use your gifts, your skills, your experience to benefit other people, you'll find that that spark will come back, that feeling like full of life, feeling switched on, mentally clear. You actually get more energy. And just by setting new goals to get a new level of success, and also starting to think about how you can benefit other people with your experience, gifts, and skills, you will really come alive. Like, you'll feel on fire again. And people around you will notice it almost instantly. Like, wow, you got more energy. You seem younger. You got more zest. You're more focused. You're more excited about things. You're more thankful for things, just by balancing out success, impact, and fulfillment. So again, fulfillment is great. But of course, I believe you also need to continue to work towards being successful and impactful all at the same time. So, what will it look like when all three of these things are a part of your life, right? I also understand that success is a journey, being impactful is a journey, and being fulfilled is a journey. Life isn't mechanical where it's always good. There's ups, there's downs, there's heaps of things to grow and develop. But what it's about is about planning to work towards being more successful, more impactful, more fulfilled, putting those things in place. And when challenges happen, yes, they'll happen. But again, the mindset is, how do I really engage and have all of these as a growing part of my life, right? So this is what it looks like when you have all three in your life, right? Your performance will go through the roof. So success-minded people, you guys are going to love that. You'll find that you'll be more successful by implementing fulfilling things and impactful things into your world, not just working and working and working. Your performance goes through the roof, right? And you get so much more work done, and your work will be at a higher quality. Everything in your life will start to become way smoother, right? You have less stress going through your mind. There's more fulfillment. There's more energy. You're getting results, and things are moving ahead on every front, right? That will help you have more energy. Your resilience will go way up. So what resilience is that ability to handle pressure and handle stress and then still stay at your peak. That's resilience. And that resilience will go up by having that integration and that focus, that conscious focus on all three of these. Your motivation increases because not only now you're motivated by your goals, but you're also motivated by who else is going to benefit from your success, who else will benefit from your goals. And you'll also enjoy the process of achieving those goals, because success and accomplishing goals, there's always another goal, and there's always like this long-term kind of process in terms of becoming successful. So enjoying the process is going to help heaps with that motivation, that energy. Obviously, your personal life will get dramatically better. You'll get along with your partner more, and you'll have more fun with your kids. Why? Because you have more energy for them. You're able to be present with them. Same with your friends. And this actually becomes a source of refreshment for you. So then when you do, again, grind out the work, focus on the next thing to impact someone, whatever it may be, you'll be more refreshed for that work. And you'll be feeling lighter because you put aside time for your core values, right? Time for your health, time for your friends, time for your family, time for yourself, time for productivity, time for your major goals, time to give back and help other people. Okay, so for some of you, you're thinking, okay, Ben, this is a whole bunch of hype and this is too good to be true. But this really is a game changer, okay? So for some of you, this is just going to be an easy switch. All you're going to do, and I want you to test it, is just integrate this. You'll make the changes and you'll start to notice the results. What are the changes? You'll start to plan these things in, okay? What's my me time? What's going to make me feel fulfilled this week? How can I accomplish that? How can I plan that in? How can I put it into my diary? How can I put it into my schedule? Is it a mindset shift that I need to focus on being present and enjoying the journey? What are the 3 things I need to do to be more successful this week? When can I book them in to really move the needle of my success? Impact, okay? How can I give back, and who do I really want to help? And how can I focus on helping them more? And you just start to think that way and plan that way. And for some of you, again, it'll be an easy switch and you'll start to notice those changes and you'll notice, hey, this isn't too good to be true. I'm noticing those benefits. For you others, probably in that 30% category. Nothing wrong with being in that 30% category. I'm glad that you're listening to this because you're going to get some valuable keys. But for you others, this may bring up a lot of blocks or a lot of issues because you've been stuck or locked in one of these for a long time. So, you know what? Maybe you've been success-minded for so long and then you're stressing out saying, hey, I'm getting awfully close to that person, thinking, hey, is this all worth it? And you're already ready to sell the business or something else. Or maybe you're burnt out because you're always giving and you're frustrated that you're not receiving and you've already started to get really angry in your head towards the people that you're helping. You lost your passion to help people. Or maybe in that fulfillment space, you're noticing some of those challenges as well. So if you're in that space and it's bringing up a lot of blocks or issues, don't get down. Don't get intimidated by all the work and all the changes that you got to make. It's just time to start working on this, okay? And by listening to this, you've already taken that first step. It's just time to start investigating and start to make new plans, new decisions, and start working towards that healthy balance, because this alone can be a major game changer for you. I want you to be successful, happy, impactful, but we need that to be sustainable over the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Even if you change careers, change businesses, change roles, change whatever, these are 3 things that are going to have to be sustainable over the course of your lifetime, okay? So ultimately, what we're talking about today, this is a mindset shift, okay? It's about proactive planning and committing to put energy into all of these things. So as always with every episode, I like to have a practical worksheet. That way it's not just entertainment, but you might be listening to this while driving, at the gym, walking, whatever it may be. And a lot of this information is impactful, but you won't really remember it when you're kind of busy with everything else. So there's a worksheet at highperformanceunlocked.com. Okay, that's the website for this podcast. And that worksheet will walk you through some of the key things to plan, key questions to answer, how to get clarity, and then how to also book it into your diary and everything else. And that's going to be a major help if you're resonating with any of these things. Again, even if you're in that 70% where you just care about going to the next level, you will go to the next level a lot faster by focusing on that balance between success, fulfillment, being more impactful. So what I want you to do is go get that worksheet and start to put more energy and more planning in place so you can be more successful, more impactful, more fulfilled, all at the same time. So I trust this was useful, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.
You've been listening to High Performance Unlocked with Ben Elliott. If you're enjoying the show, let us know by subscribing and leaving a review. For more information, visit highperformanceunlocked.com.